Or they try to isolate someone and say that he's the only one in the world to talk to people. But the boy says, come correct. Because the German lady said, oh, we could activate this phone, but it's my $50. So some people do think differently. But you don't just want to use people. But what if someone was not on the intel because someone got an attitude? Because they were like, you don't listen. But the other lady, she knows how to do it. But when I went to the shower today, I first put on these shorts for the first time of wearing shorts and skokie because women like big legs. And I mentioned the guy would be sort of taller than the 5 spray because the Trinity was like, they get a little jealous because she's already more intelligent about her spirituality. Because women will say, hey, I put the makeup on the arm, it makes a mark. Because when they look into the mirror, they'll say, oh, it hit kind of like a tall black hair nigga. When they say, what is it that I like him for? They'll start saying, oh, I mix with European eyes. I start looking in the mirror because some people have that spirituality, you see. So some women will say that eye, but when they start looking in the mirror like they're European, they'll start getting vanity because they could get their own superstar, like Lawrence of Arabia came from the white airline pilots. So sometimes women will be like, why is it that I like an ethnic man who's not Indian? Because my jawline is a male and my football is legs. But sometimes people put like a basketball court, 100 calendar, a football court versus a map, and a hockey court versus the Roman version of the calendar versus the sun. And the Greek version of the calendar would be the weeks inside of the month name of 12 versus 4x4 split in order versus October is the end of our order. And Wednesday is the end of our chronological, you see, only inside that box at the time of the sun before the Libra ends and before the 21st starts. So people wouldn't know that yesterday when I did a lot of text messages, I had a lot of breakthroughs about that I didn't have the male version, but it's not really, it was already there in 2004 before they tried to arise against me. And that's in a solid 2011, it's the 11th of the 12th month, just like 2022 of the 12th year when girls will say, oh, my shower and skokie. Why is it that a girl will say, I can't figure out why, if I was inside a hospital in the desert, one shares the toothpaste with Charles? Because you wouldn't know what I'm going to say next unless I remember what happened after 200 nights of showers before October, November, after September, before Walter Pickens statue and Old Orchard and Jordan statue and Lincolnwood. Put my desktop there because I don't feel like eating breakfast no more, you see. So people have different languages of mold. If you go to Mexico and you don't speak that language, they'll get offended because they're from over there. So when people speak, they'll be like, these ladies are very pretty, but I'm a black man, I have a big jaw. So some people will be like, why is it that he's eligible for a woman? He had his first job. But they say that we see, but they'll be like, why don't you touch a white guy? Because you have to show them what comes from me. And why, when I was young, I didn't get a perfect match. I got an off match because God had to show what he seen when he was like, I could have got something that I wanted more, but I had to show him what it means, the difference, just in case he put something in front of me, I wouldn't get isolated and get excited about it because it comes from specifically me difference. So what if someone was like, I could get that really easy, but people was like, I could do something spiritually like Tiger Man and the LSU, because LSU was not the only Tiger, you see. But when I put a list of things, 2 lists of October in 2003, it will put a different result of Nintendo white girl versus bank white girl versus basketball black girl, see? So when people get put in a box, they'll try to put others in a box once they realize that they're in a box because they're in a time frame that other people were like them because they were trying to put a boundary on me after people already existed before Gonzo. But after 2001, they tried to return the box on me saying that they deleted my 300,000 Microsoft accounts because they claimed that when they stole my tablet, they were trying to upload videos that was in the bridge because I couldn't find my phone because when I got my prongs, I don't like to work outside of the lady saying I don't know how to do it. And the man will get offended because it's a basic necessity for women to have a basic understanding of their purpose. So sometimes when people call the alpha male, he's a difference because